Scott, we're going to do something a little bit different today.
What are we doing?
We are going to react to a song from a video game.
Hey.
And that video game is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Can't help but do that.
The Will of the Wisps.
Is it possible to say that word without doing
Wisps.
it? Yeah, as soon as you add the S, right?
Wisps.
All right, so let's have a listen to this one. Let's not beat around the bush. So this is...
Around the forest.
Yeah. Well said. So this is...
Couldn't help it.
No, well said. It needed to be said. This is a Yearning for the Sky. And this is produced by Gareth Coker.
Definitely think of the sky.
Yeah. Ooh. It's got that real lightness to it, hey? Nice, right?
That flute is putting in work.
Yeah. Is that cool with that call and response?
Wow. That piano.
Yeah.
Nice note. Look how that resolved.
Yeah. It's really well done.
Good gourmet.
Mm-hmm.
Passion.
It becomes a little bit tribal there, doesn't it?
I like the violins too.
Mm.
Very nice. Very beautiful so far.
Mm. And that's it. A Yearning for the Sky.
Very
Gareth
nice.
Coker. And I mean, there's a number of songs I could show you from The Blind Forest as well as A Will of the Wisps. There are so many good songs, and something I didn't want to mention in the intro, because we can touch on it now, is the reason why I consider that to be the best game I've ever played is it's the first game where not only did I enjoy it from like a problem solving perspective, it's not one of the hardest games I've ever played before, but it's enough of a challenge where it's interesting. But it's the first game where I really emotionally connected.
Yeah, you were immersed.
Totally. And not just to the story, which is a great story.
The world.
The world, the music. man, it just, there were times, and I'm not exaggerating here, there were actually times where I would play the game normally, but times where I would just like kind of just place my controller down in my lap and just kind of like smile and like shake my head in disbelief at like, how is this game so beautiful?
Hmm.
Like I haven't experienced it with, I've ever come close with games like, I mean, at times Hollow Knight, Breath of the Wild, certainly,
Very
but not
beautiful,
like this.
Interesting.
And I should know, I forgot, and I haven't played. I think I was playing this game towards the end of, I think I finished it towards the end of last year. So I can't actually remember where this song takes place in terms of where you are, like the context. Hopefully you guys watching, you can put in the comments if you remember, because I can't, unfortunately. But yeah, like you said, like at the start of the song, it definitely places you in the sky. Like it's got that kind of soaring kind of feeling to it. Did you also think? Did it kind of remind you, like, not exactly the same thing, but that Alan Stone song we just listened to, where it had that part where it kind of takes you up into the sky or much higher than where you are?
Yeah.
It kind of did that in the middle of the track. Did you get that feeling?
It did. It was interesting. It was like playing between. I feel like we're in the sky very early on, and then it brought us back down. It went a bit sorrowful for a little bit, like a bit troubled.
Yeah.
And then I think we got back to the sky a bit,
Yeah.
and then we went again. And
Yeah.
I don't think we ever returned.
Yeah.
I think we stayed yearning.
We did.
At the end.
We definitely did. And
it never got real high again.
Yeah. And I think it perfectly captures the world of Ori, which is a really, really beautiful place, but also a dark place, right? There's monsters and things like that. So it captured all of that. And there's the sadness in the story of Ori as well. And it captured that too. But for me, kind of the early part kind of placed me in some fantasy village. And it had like a real innocence to it, and maybe like children are playing and everyone's kind of happy.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get taken up into the sky.
It's like Hobbiton.
Yeah, and then you get taken up into the sky, and maybe you're looking at that from like a bird's eye view or something, because it's still really happy and uplifting. And it's got that feeling of like, you can do this, Ori. Like you can achieve whatever it is you're setting out to achieve. And then, like you said, it does become a lot more like sorrowful. And yeah, I guess maybe it's kind of capturing, some of the monsters Ori's going to have to fight, and the
trials,
the situation. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. It did remind me, it's very similar to some of the sounds to how a lot of RPGs sound about like their world and their little village.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like usually it's like the home village that you'll return to a lot.
Right.
And it can sound like real beautiful with like the flutes and things.
Like
as you're walking through it and shopping and things, it can
like a Rito village, that kind of vibe, or not really?
Not really like that.
Okay.
A more grounded one.
I just instantly name one that's not it.
That one's like high in the sky, which is, this is Yearning.
That's why I was thinking, yeah.
But no,
still different.
there are.
Yeah.
Rito is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful
the way
melody.
The violins
beautiful. And it just comes falling down so nicely. Yeah.
We go do that song as well.
We should do that song. Yeah,
it's a beautiful song.
We should. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What was the game that I'm thinking of? Maybe Lineage 2.
Okay.
That had a lot of good. It had a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
And some of the villages had very similar sounding pieces.
What did you play that on?
That was computer.
Okay.
And
yeah.
They also used like a lot of flutes and things as well.
Right.
Even though I really liked the flute at the very end.
Yes.
Is that like a pan flute?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was.
It has a very wooden sound.
Mm.
And you can always see the instrument as they're playing.
Does that?
It's got like a deeper.
Does that instrument and the kind of vibe of this and the sound of this song, does it give you like Celtic vibes?
Yeah.
Like you hear this in a lot of like Irish music.
It's also very like.
It gives me that kind of sound.
Natural.
Yes.
It's very natural sounding.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It makes me think of like, the kind of people that would live in the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Set up base there, and
it definitely does. You're right. Yeah.
Like woodland.
And I think that's what I'm picturing.
A woodland race.
When I'm talking about that village, I guess it would be some kind of like forest living like village or something. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But man, I'm sure it's just not just me, I'm sure it's people watching, but super jealous of you. I wish I could play the Ori games, both of them, for the first time again.
Well, you can't play the first time, but you could play them again.
I can play them again, and I can experience it, I guess, vicariously through you. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's it from us on this one, guys. Let us know what you thought of the song. Hopefully you felt the same way as we did. And also let us know if there's any other, I guess, soundtracks from games that you'd like us to cover. Yeah, looking forward to doing more of these.
I've got a few I can recommend for us to listen to.
Yeah, cool. I got some others as well. Yeah. That'll be fun. All right, cool. So yeah, I think that's it. And we will see you guys soon.
Yeah, it was a beautiful track.
It was. I'm glad you liked it. I had a feeling you would. Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Catch you guys. Bye-bye.